Repotting plants. This is an essential skill you need to learn to be able to be a good plant owner. In this video, I'll show you what signs to look out for to know whether your plant needs repotting or not, the tools you'll need to repot your plants, how to do it, as well as the aftercare. Signs that your plant needs repotting. Number 1, if your plant is struggling, looking a bit sad, or just hasn't grown in a while, it needs repotting. Number 2, if you water your plant and the water just runs straight through the plants, it needs repotting. Number 3, top heavy plants. If you have a plant that literally cannot stay upright due to the sheer weight of the top of the plant, just keeps on, it needs repotting. Number 4, if there's no drainage holes in the pots that your plant is currently in, please repot it. Number 5, if when you lift your plants and then there's roots that are coming out of the drainage holes, it needs repotting. And finally, number 6, if you take the plant out of its nursery pots and you see that the roots are clearly bound around the original pots, it definitely needs repotting because it is root bound. Because I always repot my plants whenever they need repotting, and I always check on the roots, the root health of a new plant that I buy, I don't have a good plant to really show you how to repot. So I guess I'm gonna have to buy a new plant. Oh no! We're in my favorite plant store in London, or at least my latest one. It's called Temple Essence. It's in Clapham, and I'm going to make a full video about this store later. But today I'm not going to show it to you, but I'm going to be buying a plant so I can show you what a root bound plant is. I'm so happy with my purchases. Tools you'll need to successfully repot your plants. A trowel. Or really, because it's just to move some soil around, you can use a big spoon or a normal spoon. A knife. Or scissors if you have. I don't actually have a pair of scissors at my house right now, so let's just do it with a knife. A bigger pot or a different pot. If it's a bigger pot, make sure that it's not too much bigger than your original pot. Otherwise, your plant might be shocked from the amount of room that it has, and it actually asphyxiates the roots. And gloves. Jazz hands optional, but yeah, it's just to make sure that you don't hurt your hands. And finally, the crucial ingredient, soil. Before we get stuck in, I wanted to ask you a favor. Please like this video. This way YouTube knows that people enjoy my content, so then it shows it to more people. Thanks! I've got my tools, apart from scissors. You've got your tools, so let's go. Right, we're outside, so sorry about the background noise, but let's get to it. Step 1. Clean the destination pot with hot soapy water to get rid of disease-causing microorganisms and insect larvae. Step 2. Water the plant you will be repotting. So by lightly watering your plants, it helps the root ball and the soil slide more easily out of the pot. Step 3 is removing the plant from the pot by carefully turning it on its side, then supporting the main stem in one hand and using the other hand to gently pulling the pot away. Trying not to pull on the stem If necessary, you can gently tap the pot on the counter or use a knife or a trowel or even a spoon to loosen the soil around the edges of the pot. Be careful not to yank or break the main stems of the plants, obviously. Step 4 will be untangling. When moving your plant to a larger pot, make sure to inspect the roots and check that they are in good shape. So if they're moldy or rotten or just dried or they look like they are dying, remove part of the roots, especially if you can't untangle them. Step 5 is pruning the roots if they need to be, obviously. So if there's any really long ends, you can just trim away and cut away any rotten or dead roots. Step 6 is to create a base layer of soil. This step is mainly to make your life easier, because if you have a base layer of soil, you're able to place your plant on top of it and then fill the sides, and then you can make sure that it is well centered in the new pot. You will want to water the base layer of soil to make sure that the plant is evenly watered throughout. Step 7 is to place the plant and then filling with more soil around the plant in its new pot. After placing a plant in its new pot and filling it with soil around it, make sure that it's all evenly spread out by watering the plant again. Finally, step 8 is filling in any additional soil that you might need in the plant. So I have gone inside because, as you can see, what was beautiful weather has now turned to classic British weather. So I'll finish inside. So I have my little cocoa plant here, and I will be choosing where to place it in its new home. For any newly repotted plants, make sure to put them well away from any window, as they might get a sunburn, and they're extra sensitive for about 2 weeks after repotting. Also, make sure to water it quite well. Obviously, don't overwater it. Just use the index finger trick that I've taught you in my watering video, and you should be fine. Where should I put you? I think you might live right here. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. If you did repot any of your plants, let me know in the comments. I'll see you really soon.